Guys, a man just flicked me off. I can't stop crying. Ugh. In this video, we're gonna be looking at the most sensitive person in Gen Z. This is a full-grown adult who cries after being flipped off, records it on TikTok for sympathy points, and gets her mom to fight her battles for her. And the worst part about all of this is I kind of relate to her. A little bit. We get kind of deep in this video. Actually, no, never mind. She's cringe. Just watch the video. Okay, bye-bye. Listen, I'd like to think I have some decently tough skin, okay? You know, YouTube comments can be a little bit rough at times. Over the couple years I've been doing this, I've been called a bunch of stuff, okay? Let's not get into it. The worst, obviously, being mega sus. That one's got me in tears every night, man. The Among Us era really ruined me. But yeah, the fact remains, to survive on the internet and to survive in general, like, actual life, you have to have a little bit of a tough skin, okay? Life is gonna kick you down in some aspects. So what's the story? Okay, basically, a person was driving in their car, right? And they got flipped off by somebody on the road. You know, the classic good old middle finger. Now, I don't really know the reason to this. Like, maybe she was driving bad. I don't know. Maybe she stopped in the middle of the road for, like, no reason, and the guy got tired of honking and just put up the middle finger. I don't know. Or maybe there was no reason at all. We all know, you know, drivers and road rage. There's literally a bunch of compilations on YouTube about how people get mad as hell in traffic. So getting flipped off by a driver is not really like the most uncommon thing. Like, sure, it may not happen to you, but I don't know why you'd get so upset about it. You can get annoyed, you can get mad, it can ruin your day, that's fine. But breaking down crying and getting your mom to, get this, hunt down this random guy and apologize to her. Dude, imagine being a full-grown adult and getting your mom to fight your battles for you for a random stranger that flipped you off.
A piece of my mind. Okay, you don't have to.
Yes, I did. Go back to my baby.
Yeah, you don't have to, Mom. I'm just like crying and recording this on the internet, you know? My mom is going to find him. Ha 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 ha. So, a little bit of a question, okay? How is your mom going to find a random driver on the street who flipped you off? What is she gonna do? Gonna go, hey, who flipped off my daughter, with like a giant megaphone, just walk through the street? What the hell do you think your mom is gonna do? She's probably just gonna walk 5 feet, sorry, I can't find him, and walk right back. Get your ass back in the house. Like, what actually is this? Is this middle school? My mom is going to get you. Like, what?
Hard, but I was literally just driving home from babysitting.
Can I just talk about how incredibly ironic it is that you are a babysitter? Really, you think you are qualified to babysit a child? What if the child gives you the middle finger? Then, I think we'll find ourselves in a bit of a predicament, don't you? Call me Sherlock Holmes, but I think there's 2 babies in the house. Like, how's a crybaby going to babysit an actual baby? Are you gonna cry when the baby cries? There's just gonna be like this cryception. You don't really get to call mommy, okay? In that situation, you are the temporary mommy.
And I was going the speed limit, and then he literally just goes like this to me, and I was like, what?
And I was like, what? He put the middle finger to me. Listen, I don't want to be rude, but my god, how are you gonna survive in the real world if a little finger, a finger, is actually getting you this upset? You're literally already an adult, so like, what happens when you go through life and, I don't know, you get denied a job interview or something, you get fired from your job? Are you gonna break down crying? Are you gonna call your mom and be like, my boss fired me? Like, now I actually get why people say our generation is so incredibly sensitive. Like this is just embarrassing. Come on.
I'm so mean and like uncalled for, and I don't know why I'm so upset.
Yeah, I don't know why you're so upset as well. Yes, it was mean. Yes, it was uncalled for. Should you be this upset? No. Can we just take a moment to realize how much power this guy has? One finger he flips off and he's completely ruined somebody's day. Listen, this is just my opinion, but you know, in life, we're gonna come across a lot of things that we just don't like, okay? People are gonna be absolute pricks for like completely no reason, and you probably will never know the reason. But if you start taking every little thing to heart, your life is just gonna be absolutely miserable, okay? And for some reason, that's exactly how our generation seems to live. And it's not just this person, okay? Let's be real, okay? I talk about a bunch of Twitter babies all the time, just screaming and crying over the most mundane garbage things that really don't affect their lives at all and don't matter in the slightest. Like, this is just a Twitter person in real life, right? Like, this is like the physical embodiment of them just going like actually just crying. I remember I did actually have like this one friend in school who would kind of like cry over everything, but I think it was a little bit of a different situation. Like, some people genuinely can't control when they cry, which is fine, but then you seem actually like super upset about it. It's okay to cry, okay? I cry all the time, it's fine. But I think there's a couple of problems that you really need to grow up from. For one, your mom fighting your battles for you. Okay, let's suppose a scenario, right? A guy flips you off and you get so mad. You're like, oh, I was in the right in that scenario. And you note down his license plate, okay? A bit of a psychopath for doing that, but you note down his license plate. You gotta have a little bit of foresight. What are you gonna do? Report him to the police? This man just flipped me off. First off, you have absolutely no evidence unless you're recording your TikTok all day, every day while driving as well, which is quite unlikely. Or maybe it is likely. Maybe that's why he flipped you off, because you're recording a TikTok while you're driving and you're probably gonna crash. Actually, the more I'm trying to like reason it out, it seems like you're the bad person in the situation. 911, this is an absolute emergency. A man just put out his middle finger. Listen, I'm just gonna venture a guess as to why this whole situation was being recorded, because keep in mind, she is recording herself, okay? Nobody's capturing her mental breakdown on camera. She's capturing it herself. So picture this, you start crying because you are having some emotional situation, and you record yourself and put it on the internet. That sounds like something your enemy would do. Why would you be doing it? If you are so distraught and, you know, unbelievably in this emotional turmoil, why would you record yourself in such like a horrible and messy state? Listen, like 90% of the time, it's probably to get attention on the internet, okay? That's mostly the reason people do it. Obviously, there's a couple people who are sincere in you know, crying on the internet or whatever. Listen, I always say I try my best not to cry on the internet, even though I'm uploading like a lot of my life, because I don't want to be clipped, you know, and become a meme. Like, I don't want to be the crying meme guy, right? That's just horrible. And listen, I'm not gonna act innocent, right? Like, sometimes I get emotional and I feel like I want to post it on the internet, right? I made a couple videos about my failing health, you know, my disease, and I was pretty sad about it, and I wasn't really looking for like empathy or sympathy from the internet. Talking into a mic has always been some sort of like a therapy to me to just get like my emotions out. But there's such a difference when people like you do it, okay? It's clear why you're doing it. You just want people to say, oh my god, that man sucks, men are pigs, you know, yeah, go girl, let's dox this kid. I mean, come on, you're posting it on TikTok. The only people who are gonna see that are like 13-year-old girls, and they're all gonna be like, yes, queen. Also, you know what these situations actually tell me? It tells me that you literally have absolutely no problems in your life if like a middle finger is a thing you get upset about. You know what people cry about? People cry about their grandmas passing from cancer, and here we have you. Your problem is so incredibly insignificant. I don't know how you even operate in day-to-day life. Like, legitimately, what do you do? Do you cry if the elevator takes too long? Like, mommy, it stopped on the 6th floor, and the 5th floor, and the 4th floor. Listen, guys, epic life lesson from Pegasus. Don't be a little Okay, that's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.